The video opens with a slow cinematic pan across a Triumph tracker. 400 parked on a winding mountain road at sunrise. The camera lingers on the silhouette as soft music plays. The host walks into frame, helmet in hand, smiling at the camera. "This," the host says, gently placing a hand on the fuel tank, "is the Triumph Tracker 400. And it might just be one of the most exciting motorcycles Triumph has brought to the modern classic space." The camera cuts between close-ups of the bike and the host speaking, setting an emotional tone rather than a technical one right away. The visuals shift to rolling shots of the Tracker 400 cruising through city streets. The host's voice continues. As a voiceover, at first glance, the Tracker 400 feels instantly familiar. That timeless Triumph DNA is all over it. The round headlamp, the sculpted tank, the clean tail section, it's classic, but not stuck in the past. The camera focuses on the LED headlight turning on, the Triumph badge gleaming, and the minimalist instrument cluster lighting up. Triumph has managed to blend retro styling with modern expectations in a way that feels natural, not forced. Cut back to the host now seated on the bike, feet planted comfortably on the ground. One of the first things you notice when you sit on the Tracker 400 is how approachable it feels. The camera shows the seat height and relaxed riding posture. Whether you're a new rider or someone with years of experience, this bike doesn't intimidate you. The ergonomics are neutral. The handlebar falls easily into your hands, and everything feels exactly where it should be. A visual overlay shows the host rolling the bike forward effortlessly, emphasizing it's manageable. Wait, the scene transitions to open highway footage as the engine sound becomes the focus. Underneath that classic exterior, the host explains in voiceover, is a 400cc single-cylinder engine designed to deliver usable, everyday performance. The camera captures the tachometer climbing as the bike accelerates smoothly. This isn't about insane top speed or aggressive riding modes. It's about torque, where you actually need it, smooth power delivery, and a ride that feels relaxed yet engaging. The visuals show the bike overtaking traffic with ease, reinforcing the point. The host appears again at a scenic overlook, removing the helmet. What really stands out about the Tracker 400 is how refined it feels. The camera zooms in on the engine casing and exhaust. Vibrations are well controlled. The throttle response is predictable, and the gearbox feels precise. The host gestures toward the exhaust as the engine revs lightly. That exhaust note has just enough character to remind you that you're riding something special without being loud or annoying. The visuals now highlight the suspension in action as the bike glides over uneven roads. Triumph has clearly tuned the suspension for real-world riding, the host narrates. It's not overly stiff, and it's not too soft either. The camera shows slow-motion shots of the front forks compressing and rebounding. Whether you're dealing with city potholes or sweeping back roads, the Tracker 400 stays composed and confidence-inspiring. The bike leans smoothly into corners, the tires gripping the asphalt. Cut to a close-up of the braking system as the host applies the brakes during a controlled stop. Braking performance is exactly what you'd expect from Triumph, the host says, strong, progressive, and predictable. The camera shows the front disc and caliper in detail. The inclusion of ABS adds an extra layer of safety, especially for riders who may be stepping up from smaller machines. The bike comes to a smooth halt, reinforcing the sense of control. The tone shifts slightly as the visuals focus on lifestyle shots, coffee stops, urban riding, and parked scenes. But let's be honest, the host says with a smile, a bike like the Tracker 400 isn't just about numbers. The camera captures people glancing at the bike as it's parked. It's about how it makes you feel, the host leans against the bike. This is the kind of motorcycle that makes you want to ride, even if you don't have a destination in mind. The camera transitions to night riding footage, with the LED lights illuminating the road. Modern touches are subtle but important, the host continues. LED lighting, digital instrumentation, and solid build quality remind you that this is a modern machine, even if it looks like it belongs in another era. The visuals highlight the clear display and switchgear. Everything feels premium, from the paint finish to the way the controls click into place. The host now rides through a twisty road, the camera following closely. On twisty roads, the The Tracker 400 really comes alive. The engine note rises as the bike leans. It's not about chasing lap times, it's about flow. The visuals emphasize smooth transitions and stable cornering. This bike encourages you to ride smoothly, to enjoy the rhythm of the road. The final scene shows the host parking the bike as the sun sets. The camera slowly circles the Tracker 400. The host faces the camera one last time. The Triumph Tracker 400 isn't trying to be the fastest, the loudest, or the most extreme motorcycle out there. Close-up of the Triumph logo fills the frame. What it offers is something far more valuable: balanced, stylish, and genuinely enjoyable riding experience. The music swells slightly as the host concludes. If you're looking for a motorcycle that blends classic charm with modern reliability, something that feels just as good on a daily commute as it does on a weekend escape, the Tracker 400 deserves your attention. The camera fades out with one last shot of the bike riding into the distance, engine echoing softly as the screen goes black.